Hey, it's Beata from BA Coaching, and today I am again with.
Hi, it's David. Nice to see you again.
As we had promised, we are doing the third conditional today.
Okay.
Which is not an easy task. It can be quite tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So we talk about regret.
Mm-hmm.
When we use the third conditional, it's all about the things we didn't do or we did and we are not happy about it, or the people don't know what they don't know.
Absolutely.
And we can only make decisions based on our experience.
What we've done in the past, our life experiences.
So there should be no regrets, only lessons learned, I think.
Yes.
And today's lesson is all about the third conditional. These kind of lessons are always interactive. We will start with a short text. You can always repeat after him to work on your pronunciation, expression, intonation, rhythm, and speed. It's always good when you have a context. So we always give you context in our lessons. It will help you get the grammar we are trying to teach. Some linguists say that you have the grammar in you and the teacher has to kind of like grammar it out. So maybe you already know it or you've heard it and you just need to consolidate it. Yes, hopefully this will help you.
Jane went to Birmingham for the day. When she caught the train, it was really sunny, so she never thought to take an umbrella. But what a terrible day she had. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. The weather changed at lunchtime and the afternoon was very wet. She fell really badly on the stairs in a shopping mall and twisted her ankle. Someone stole her phone when she was talking to a friend she met. The train on the way back home was 2 hours late. It broke down. But she couldn't call her parents. Her parents were annoyed she was so late.
We all have days like this, I think, don't we?
Absolutely. Everybody can recognize that situation, I think.
Yes, when things just go wrong and everything that can go wrong just goes wrong. And then you think about the things that happen to you. So let's see how the third conditional is used in these kind of situations. We've got a story. We know what happened to Jane. And now we would like to see everything that happened to her differently. If she had listened to the weather forecast,
she would have taken her umbrella.
But did she listen to the weather forecast?
No, she didn't.
Did she take her umbrella?
She didn't take her umbrella because she had not listened to the weather forecast.
Sentence number 2. If she had taken her umbrella,
she wouldn't have got wet.
Did she take her umbrella?
No, she didn't, so she got wet.
Number 3. If she had taken the elevator in the shopping mall,
she wouldn't have fallen. But she didn't take the elevator, so she did fall. She had an accident.
Number 4. If she hadn't fallen,
she wouldn't have twisted her ankle.
But did she fall?
Yes, she did fall.
Did she twist her ankle?
She twisted her ankle because she fell.
Number 5. If they hadn't stolen her phone,
she could have got help.
But did they steal her phone?
Yes, they did, so she couldn't get help.
Number 6. If the train hadn't broken down,
she wouldn't have been late.
Did the train break down?
Yes, it did, so she was late.
Number 7. If she had been home on time,
her parents wouldn't have worried about her.
But was she home on time?
No, she wasn't, so her parents did worry about her.
So have a look at these sentences again and think about them. What kind of situations are we talking about when we use the third conditional? When do we use it? So we use the third conditional when we talk about past situations and results that never happened. Imagine the past events differently. We speculate what would have happened if something else had happened. But here I think the thing that is really important is that we talk about past events, something that happened, and you now look at it and you think about it differently.
Absolutely.
So can we have some more examples?
If he had known Mary was back, he would have invited her to the party.
So the question is, did he know that Mary was back?
No, he didn't. So he could not invite her to the party.
The second one?
If you had gone to university, you might have become a doctor.
But did he or she go to university?
No, they didn't. So therefore, they could not have trained to become a doctor.
So they are speculating about the past.
About the past action based on what could have happened, which will affect the future consequences of that past action.
If you had asked me,
I would have told you, but you didn't ask me, so I didn't tell you.
So again, we are looking at the past situation differently. You didn't ask me, so I didn't tell you, but if you had asked me, I would have told you.
Absolutely right.
And the last one?
If she'd run a bit faster, she could have won.
But did she run fast enough?
No, she didn't. So therefore, she could not have won because someone else ran faster than her.
We have discussed the use of the third conditional, and now we can have a look at the form. We use the past perfect in the condition clause, and in the result clause, we use would plus have plus past participle.
If you had worked harder, you would have passed your exam. Again, I'm using a comma, and the comma represents a breathing space in time to emphasize the second part of the sentence. If he had known Mary was back, he would have invited her to the party. If you had gone to university, you might have become a doctor. If you had asked me, I would have told you. If she'd run a bit faster, she could have won.
As you can see from the examples, we use would plus have plus past participle in the result clause, but you can also use modal verbs. So hopefully the third conditional makes more sense now, and we have prepared a few quotes to illustrate the meaning as well.
Hey, listen carefully. These are quotes from 3 celebrities, some very old, some very modern. So here we go. If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. And that was a quote by Henry Ford, who was the first person to invent and market a motor car.
So if we can speculate about the past, imagine if he had asked people what they wanted, do you think that we would be driving cars today?
Probably not, because
Yes.
people can only imagine what they are used to at the time. And at that time, everybody was surrounded by horses as a means of transport. They had no idea what a motor car was, so therefore they could not have thought about it.
So it's good that he didn't ask. The second quote?
Right, this is by Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
If I had known better, I would have done better.
What do you think she meant by this?
Okay, it's more your age, Beata, than mine. However, I think what it means is if she had realised that she was going to be so successful, she wouldn't have worried about the possibility of not being successful, and she would have focused on being an even bigger superstar. Third one, famous scientist Albert Einstein. If I had only known, I would have been a locksmith. As you know, Albert Einstein is very well known for the theory of relativity, which is a very complicated theory about space and time. And what we've been talking about today is space and time, whether we realise it or not.
We hope that the third conditional is no longer a complicated issue. Hopefully you are clear about when we use it and how we use it. And now you are free to talk about your regrets in really good English. You will probably regret many things in life, but there is one thing you will never regret. And that's being kind. We hope you have found this lesson enjoyable and useful. Please like it, share it, and subscribe. Our next lesson will be, believe it or not, mixed conditionals.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
So we have done 0, first, second, now the third. And there is this kind of amazing thing called mixed conditionals.
Looking forward to it, Beata.
Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't be the same, be awesome, and remember, there are no regrets, only lessons.
Lessons, yes.
Yes, bye.
Bye.